Hey, hey. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Surprise. Let me put the cards up. Surprise. Y'all probably are watching the videos. Hi. Surprise. They're like, this isn't about divine masculine. No, this is for divine. Ooh. Look at Spirit. What did y'all see those cards? Let me bring them in. Hi, y'all. Won't get many onto this one, will we? Hi. Oh, Lord. Hey, y'all. I'm trying to do it with one hand. Let me do it with two hands. Welcome. If this is your first time watching the channel, hello, I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the mother of twins. I just want to put those right there for a minute, guys, because these are the two cards I want to talk about. We love it on the daughters tonight. I want to encourage you. Who's that? Hey. Let me tilt my phone up so I can see better. How about that? That's good. That'll work. Hi, hi. You can't see the allowance card. Hi, hi. Wake up, wake up. Are y'all enjoying this good rain? It's on the East Coast. I mean, it is a wonderful thunderstorm. Listen, I am not doing answering questions. I'm not doing that. I just want to love on y'all through spirit. Been guided to come on here. Welcome. That title is just like, what? What? It's not about divine masculine? No, everything is not about divine masculine. So it's okay. Everything is not about a sign. And sometimes it's just about encouraging your heart and keeping you on the path so you don't get overcome. So let me do my intro and then we'll get started. Hey, Jessica. Greetings. So, what am I going to say? Thank you for watching. I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the mother of twins. If this is your first time watching the channel, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this live stream. I got to tell you, everything that I say is part of the reading. Mercury retrograde. Sorry, you guys. Part of this reading. Thank you so much for being here. You might like it and subscribe to the channel. It'll put your energy in the cards. This message is for the tribe, the daughters that get this. This isn't for everyone. This is a different kind of reading. Granted, this isn't for everyone, so I'm going to just get right to it. I was in meditation, in prayer and meditation, and Spirit was just kind of loving on me, and I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to like send that love and light right to you where you are. Hi, Lady T. Send that love and light to right where you are. If you got the title, then you know what this is about. If you got that whole sending love to the daughters, then you know you are part of this tribe and beyond. But I want to encourage you because we're all on this journey together, and God was like really talking to me about what we allow, what we receive, and I kept seeing this picture of a woman with offspring, with a baby. You have to, in order to have a baby, in order to have offspring, you know that you need the seed, you need the reproductive organs, you need the time, the space, and the opportunity. So it's very powerful in that. It's very powerful in that you have to be receptive. You just can't, you know, people think it's real easy to have a baby, especially those who are very fertile. Like, they look at me and I get pregnant. This is a different kind of message because the fertility that I'm talking about, it takes like a divine divine orchestration. The surroundings have to be right, the atmosphere has to be right. And so divine feminines, those of you who are watching, beautiful daughters, you are part of this. Hey, Danny. Oh, hi. Yes, you are actually a part of this. You are fertile right now, and what you allow can reproduce. What you allow can be fruitful and fertile for you. And so I just want to encourage you just for a few moments tonight, right out of the Sacred Geometry deck. That's why I put the two cards up there where you can kind of look at them. The first card I want to talk about is the allowance card and what you allow. And the card, I'll do it in the book. And interestingly, these are two number nines. Interestingly, I thought it was very, I thought it was very good because the synchronicities never cease to amaze me. And 9 is one of my favorite numbers. As y'all know, 9 and 4s and 3s. Lord have mercy. Anyway, the frequency of allowance allows us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. Just listen to that. Allow what everyone, hey, Carla, allows everyone to allow whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, like I said, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. And what I find so interesting is allowance is the exact opposite of resistance, because you know whatever you resist persists, right? But this God is telling us, allow life to happen. Some of us are so caught up in the what ifs and the what nows that we miss the beauty of allowing things to just unfold naturally. And so when you talk about fertility, that's how you create. Nobody's ever made a baby. Especially those of you who understand infertility or barrenness and have had a bout with that, you know that you have to be settled, you have to be calm. You can't have a lot of stress when you're trying to create life. When you're trying to birth something, it must be there must be an ease. There must be an allowance, if you will. So these two cards coming out, especially being two number 9s, as you know, 9 is a number of soul purpose and mission. 9 is a number of romance. 9 is a number of duty and calling. And here's the thing with this twin flame journey, those of you who are on the twin flame journey, and those of you who are just on your journey toward healing and love, just finding the higher meaning of life, then you got to know that you have to allow life to happen. You have to let it unfold naturally. I think we forget the sorry, somebody just texted me. I think we forget the beauty of the journey because we get so caught up in the when and the how. And Spirit is just saying, let it flow. Be like water. Just let it allow the growth, allow the evolution. Again, allowance is the exact opposite of resistance. And so that was just pretty profound to me because, I talk to a lot of the divine feminines and a few divine masculines, actually. I talk to a lot of the tribe in my love and light sessions. And I find that there's a general theme that runs, and it's the whole, when, how, what. And we can, get carried away sometimes with tarot in that we want to know the future. We want to prognosticate, as it's called. We want to know what they're doing, what they're up to, what their energy is, where we should be in this journey as it relates to them. And I think if we focus more on as it relates to us, then we could have that fertility. Have you ever noticed that when you take your eyes off of the outside world, you focus better and you birth more? It's just the synergy of life and the beauty of life and the beauty of the rhythm of life is what I think that this journey is all about. Like I said, as I talk to several people, as even I deal with myself, because I'm right with you guys, right? I think it's important that we realize that it's going to happen. I mean, there is no ifs, no ands, no buts. If you want it, it's going to happen. And I think we need to realize that we are way more fertile than we think. And I think if we knew how fertile we really are, we would treat ourselves better. We would handle ourselves more differently. And we would approach this journey a little differently, I think. Because I think we forget the precious cargo that we carry. I think we forget that we're precious. I think we forget that we are rare. Some people don't think they're rare. They think they're common because of maybe what you went through or who went through you even, you know what I mean? Or maybe, you haven't been perfect. None of us have been perfect. You're masculine, you're feminine, your parents, nobody was perfect. Nobody came to this life with like a manual, so to speak. But however, with the past lives, that's what it's all about. We're trying to right those wrongs. We're trying to get that karma to go in the better place, in the higher vibration. And that's what this is really all about. And I think we forget to enjoy the journey because we let that fear and we let that worry and that anxiety kind of choke out the life. Hey, Touch a Fairy. We kind of let it come, choke our life out. You know what I mean? I'm trying to say hey to people, as they say. Forgive me, y'all. I get distracted so easily when I'm looking at the comments. But again, let me move these cards. But allowance, beginning to learn to allow life to happen. Let things flow. again, allowance is the direct opposite of resistance. And then fertility. Where are the midwives in the house? Where are the ones that are birthing? You got to know you're carrying. Let me put this back. You got to know you're carrying something very precious. You got to know that there's something that's in you that's waiting to spring forth. And it's more, good morning, sunshine. But it's more than just a relationship. It's not the end all be all. You know what I mean? Like I said, this title is very, very specific. Hey, Erica, hey, I'm just chatting. Hey there, you're awake. Yeah, this title is not going to catch everybody. If I was saying DM energy check-in, we'd have 100 people in the room. Hey, Hawaii. Yeah, but because we're talking about just loving on the daughters, and like I said, encouraging you, because it's the daughters. Many times the divine feminine is the one that's going to bring this thing through. It's that love, it's that light, it's that patience, it's that, again, fertility. I often say that a man doesn't know. Good morning, Isis. I also often say that a man doesn't know what he really wants until he meets a woman that makes him feel good in her presence. And in this journey, especially this love thing, it's almost like we don't know how to relax and just be our wonderful selves. Hey, Jasmine. Is that Jasmine? Gemma. I'm sorry. Let me lean down. My phone is tilted down so y'all can see the cards, and I'm trying to like read halfway upside down. Hey, Kim. But with this journey, it's like we forget that we are precious. We are precious cargo. We forget that we matter, that we make this thing, we bring the beauty to it. You know what I mean? We bring the magic to it. We bring the life to it. We are the nurturers. We are the mothers. And with that, just again, fertility. It's about the creative power, because I'm talking about more than offspring. I'm talking about literally, I'm talking about the ideas you need to birth, the calling you need to walk in, the friendships you need to make, the divine connections you still need to have apart from this love thing. Because again, if I can't stress anything enough, literally it is that this is going to happen. That's the one thing that Spirit kept telling me, that God was saying to me. The love part is going to happen, because it's that love that is that full expression of grace, of His mercy. I hope I'm making sense, because I'm all up in the clouds, especially with the rainstorm going and the lightning going, and it's just like God is saying, I never left. I'm here, and all I'm doing is expressing myself through another person. I'm just expressing myself not only through you, but through another person coming into your life. So as you're loving on that person, as you're growing, as you're evolving, think of spirit, think of the divine. Yeah, right. Think of the spirit, think of the divine, think of how you can express my love in the most extravagant of ways. And that doesn't look tight. It doesn't look constricting. It doesn't look fearful. In perfect love cast out fear, you know what I mean? And so I find that when I talk to a lot of people, and I have to draw them out, because some folk still dealing with that ego thing, and I'm not hating on nobody for the ego, or no shade or no condemnation or anything, but it's like, if we think about losing the ego and opening up fully, like a flower, a blossoming flower is literally a divine expression of love and creativity and fertility. If you watch a rose in full bloom, that truly is love in full expression. It's beautiful, it's open, it's free, and it's for everybody to see. You know what I mean? A rose, flowers just bloom just because. Why? Just because they're flowers. And so just like us, divine feminines, love causes us to blossom. Love causes us to bloom, right? And we need to see that even in the relationship. So there's no room for ego. There's no room for the fear. And I'm not sitting here like I'm on treetop high and never felt it, but I'm saying that it's doable. It is so doable. And if you don't believe me, ask somebody who weathered the storm, who ran the race, who made it to the beginning, right? If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I would. Hey, team, no sleep. Yeah, I would. Yeah, a flower could bloom in a dark room. A flower needs light, of course. Well, I just got off that. See, I almost got roped in. Who just gave me that comment? Right there, put your name in there again. Say something else again. The person just gave me that comment, because I was about to preach on that. But I was gonna say I can bloom in the darkness, or a flower, poetic justice, right? It could bloom in the darkness, and I'll tell you why. Because A flower in its DNA, that is part of its life cycle, is to bloom. It can't help but bloom, even in the darkness. Now, yes, well, it thrives in the light. You see, it'll bloom anyway, just like a weed or a blade of grass coming through concrete. It just does. Bless you, Soul Clinic. It just does. It just is. It'll still come through the most adverse conditions, just like a flower with no light will bloom, because that's what a flower does. It's in its DNA, which is my perfect segue to, oh, the germination stage. Okay, got it. Which is my perfect segue to us as divine feminines, as daughters. We can't help but persevere. We can't help but push. We can't help but birth. That is in our DNA. That is in our makeup. That's who we are. It's already written inside of us. And even more, it's already written in the stars. We are controlled by the moon. Everything about us aligns with the tides, the seasons. Like, we have seasons. We even have seasons of our lives. There's seasons of barrenness and there's seasons of fertility. There's seasons when we're busy. There's seasons when we're resting. There's seasons when we're producing. And there's seasons when we're waiting. And so everything has an ebb and a flow. And when you talk about the divine connection, it's like I'm always baffled. Again, no judgment. Please hear my heart. But I'm always baffled because I'm like, why would we will fight for everything else, but that love thing, it's that touchy, please don't hurt me, don't harm, you know what I mean? I don't want to feel that pain. You know what I mean? But we will pull a whole person through our being. Some of us talk about natural childbirth. We put a whole person through our being, and we'd be okay with that because we forget the pain because we're holding the baby. You see what I'm saying? We forget that pain because we're holding that baby. Or we will train for a marathon, or we will climb a mountain because we heard, or take a fitness class, or sign up for something new and scary because we know that at the end, maybe there'll be a certificate, maybe there'll be a trophy, maybe there'll be a plaque. We'll diet, those of you who model, or when you're getting ready for something. Some of you dieted for your first wedding or your second wedding. I'm no judgment if you 2-3 times, whatever, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's you get ready because you know that at the end of that, there's going to be something that you can hold, something you can touch. And that's what it's like with this journey. And no, it's not easy. It's not, hey, maybe the clothes, maybe you need to lose 3 more inches or 10 more pounds. When you're talking about something natural, when you're talking about this journey, you might have to deal with a ghosting. You might have to deal with some harsh words, coming from a person from an unhealed heart. It happens. It totally happens. But the point is, you have something to hold, and you will have the prize. It's already written in your DNA. So that's why either way, you have to keep going. Either way, even when it hurts, that's what builds the muscles. You know what I mean? And some of you, your ancestors, day in and day out, from sun up to sundown, picking cotton, and because I'm an African American woman, I'm talking about slavery because that's that's me. There's a lot of other cultures that have been through a lot of other oppression. I know that, but I'm saying that you're made of the stuff that stuff is made of. You know what I mean? You're strong. And this is not a color thing, and it's not a race thing, but I'm saying that we naturally are made to be more than conquerors. We are naturally made to be more than, we are overcomers, okay? We are overcomers. We climb the highest mountain. We keep going. We keep trusting. We keep trying. We keep praying. We keep meditation up. We keep believing. We keep hope alive. Ourselves sometimes, right? Because sometimes our own hearts betray us. Sometimes we don't trust our own intuition, and that's what we're learning in this journey. You're learning that even when you're, watch this. Even when your eyes let you see something you absolutely cannot believe is happening, your heart will always steer you in the right direction. Your heart will always lead you because your eyes can even cause you to fear. Your eyes can even trip you up a little bit. But that heart, that inner God, that intuition will never steer you wrong. That's why we always say you walk by faith and not by sight. Because if you keep looking, You're definitely going to find something. If you keep looking, if you keep snooping, if you keep thinking this and trying to be one up and seeing where this came from and how that happened and what's going on over here and let me peek in this. If you keep doing that, you will find something that you might not like, and you will find something that is designed perhaps to trip you up on this journey. You can't let that happen, ever. Connecting to your twin is connecting to you. Connecting to your twin, connecting to this journey is agreeing to co-create with God, with Spirit, with your Father, who just wants to love on his daughters through what? Another person. You asked for this. You signed a contract. You put your right hand up and said, I will go. Put your hand in my hand, says the Spirit, and let us go on an adventure. Let us go on an adventure. Where are we going? We're going to go find you. A lot of us are reconnecting to our true selves because of this crazy love that for some came out of nowhere. This crazy love that has shaken us to our core. This crazy love that changed our eating habits, changed our sleeping habits, changed the way we deal with people and allowed people to deal with us. This crazy love made us better. This crazy love made us stronger. This crazy love made us say, you know what? I'm not going to do this, and this anymore. This crazy love made us give up people that were toxic to us for years upon years upon years. This crazy love. And so you think that there's not going to be something tangible at the end of this journey? Do you not think there's not going to be a crown? You know what I mean? So to speak, or watch this, or a veil. Or a dress, or a ring. You know what I mean? It's not for naught, okay? And so again, it's about what you allow. Because again, allowance is the direct opposite of resistance. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. If your masculine, if your person, let's say that, is acting up, then don't resist them acting up. Don't try to run in and fix them and save them. I know that mothering energy wants to do that, but there's also a part of you that has to stand in that royalty, because queens don't come off of their thrones. Queens don't beg. Queens don't kowtow. Queens simply are regal, and they stand in their authority and their power, and they're very patient because, you know why? Because they don't have to rush, because it's already laid out for them. You know what I mean? Queens. And that is what we're becoming. Remember Esther? The most unlikely of queens, right? The most unlikely, right? Esther in the Bible. If you're not familiar with the story, I think it's the book of Esther, duh. But I was gonna say chapter 3. I don't know why I was thinking chapter 3 is probably where I need to go, but in the book of Esther in the Holy Bible. But I'm saying Esther was the most unlikely because she was having a great day. She was living her life. She was happy doing what she was doing in her family. She was in her role. She was in society, in culture, being the beautiful young woman that she was, and all of a sudden a decree came out and they had to run, right? And totally just, look for a new wife for the king. Y'all know the story. If you don't know the story, Queen Vashti was acting up. There was a divine feminine in reverse that married a king, and when he called upon her and called upon her gifts and talents and her beauty, she felt some kind of way. That ego kicked in and said, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna go. All he wanted her to do was dance. That was her dominant gifting. That's probably why he married her in the first place. That's probably why he chose her in the first place. But you know what she did? She changed. Now watch that. Because divine feminine, when this union does come in, the thing that help you bring this union in, you can't change it. Don't change up on them. That's why Spirit says, or God says, come into union with yourself first. Figure out and find out and walk in who you are first. And then I'm going to bring that person alongside you. All right? Not alongside. I'm going to walk whole in yourself first. And then all these things will be added to you, right? Then that person's going to come. to you in its fullness. But until then, there's still fragments and pieces of you that you are still bringing in. There's still members of you. There's still parts of you that you are still integrating. That's what this is about. That's why you don't get so caught up with what they're doing over there, because that's part of your integration. If you didn't feel the pain, you wouldn't move out of that place. It is the pain or the heat or the tightness or the dryness, of a place that makes you find, fertility, water. I need some water. I need some air. I need some light. When you're surrounded by darkness, what do? You naturally go towards the light. What do roots do? When they're looking, they go find the water. What do plants do? They extend towards the light. You know what I mean? They extend. And that's what I'm saying. In a dark place, you always go searching for the light. And that's what this journey makes you do. Yes, it's hard. The ghosting is hard. The rejection is hard. The abandonment is hard. The cheating, the lies. What in the world? This cannot be God. But oh, yes. This is spirit saying, now that you felt it, integrate everything you've learned so you don't do that. You see, you have to taste the bitter with the sweet. You have to. You have to. That's part of the journey. It's part of the fullness. It's part of the healing. It's part of the becoming whole. Nothing missing, nothing lacking. It's part of the dying or the ego, the tower moments. It's part of that growth and the authenticity that comes, because everything that was fake has to go, because you never tell the truth. You've never cried like you've never cried like you cried with this. You've never cried like you cried with this relationship, and then went right back. Somebody that doesn't understand your journey or where you are might say, "You're a fool," and that's why everybody doesn't get it. You see, if you like Washington Post here in my area, we have a newspaper called the Washington Post here in Washington, D.C. If you don't get it, you don't get it. That's what their slogan is. If you don't get it, you just don't get it. But like I said, the karmic relationships, because like I said, karma is not necessarily good or bad. It just depends on what you've been putting out in the universe. But you've never cried like you've cried for this, and you went right back in. Right? Because you knew there was something in you, even when your flesh or your mind, your analytical mind, your thoughts told you this is crazy, this is insane. Why am I doing this? Why am I pushing myself to this limit? Why am I going? They don't even want me. But you just, like magnets, you keep coming back together. You can go all around the world and then be right back at point A and point B, looking that person right in the face, because that's what it is. But the beauty of it is, if you don't want this, the great love that Spirit has is you don't have to do it. I know I was talking about Esther. I don't know how I got off. I think I was looking at a comment. But anyway, and it's okay. Who is that saying they cry? Sharon, it's okay to cry. It's okay to weep. It's okay. That's what a lot of the love and light sessions I do. I have to sit there until somebody decides to go ahead and break and cry. I don't know who this is for, but I don't know who taught you that you shouldn't cry anymore because your heart is breaking or somebody disappointed you. I know you get tired of crying, but make sure you get tired of crying because you got tired of crying, not because somebody told you you were stupid or foolish, or you felt you want to protect your ego or your standing. You want to keep the upper hand in the relationship. I'm not going to let them see me cry. I'm not going to let him know I'm broken. I'm not going to let him know he wounded me. If that is it, then no, that's wrong. And that clock is just dragging. And we say, why is it taking so long? This is why it takes so long. Because this is why it takes so long. Because you have to break. You have to be broken open. You have to be broken open so that we can smell that incense that comes off of your life. That's what happens. That's just the journey. You know what I mean? It's not about punishing you. It's all about empowering you and promoting you, right? It's about promotion. And this relationship, this love is a promotion. This is an elevation. This is a step up. This is the big leagues. This is what all the other princes that you kissed is about. Those, I said princes. Princes and frogs. Hey, look what we did. We just vibrated higher. We didn't call anybody names and call them frogs or losers or jokers. We called them all prince. They're all a prince, right? They might be princes in reverse, but anyway, but still, They might have been not have been so divine, but they were all still, you know, ooh, shamando korabasai, they were all a part of your journey. So like I said, karma is neither good nor bad, but all those lessons brought you to this place right now. And this is the big leagues. This is what all of that other stuff was preparing you for. So you're not going to miss it. You're not going to miss it, and you're not going to fail. You are number 27. There's fertility all around you. You are birthing. There's creativity all around you. You've never been so creative till now. You writing poetry. Some of y'all are writing songs. Some of y'all are dancing again because you just feel like I just got to dance. You know, you picked up your dancing. You've picked up some spiritual practices that you had put down long before. Some of y'all are fasting. You like, well, let me see if I can do this fasting thing. You know, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. A lot of changes are going on because of this love. What do you think this is? This is about that elevation. Go ahead and allow it. Stop resisting it. The allowance card, for those of you who are just joining us, we're saying that allowance is the polar opposite of resistance. Don't resist. Allow the journey. Allow the pain. The pain is not going to kill you. It's going to perfect you. The pain is not going to kill you. It's going to, like I said, propel you. And so let's go back to Esther real quick. Then I think I'll be done. What is it, 30 minutes? Okay. So with Esther, most unlikeliest of queens. Like I said, because Vashti was a divine feminine in reverse, acting up, the queen replaced her, sent out his, his people, go find me some women, go find me. And you know the story. If you don't, just really quick, Esther had to take, it was about a year. Can you imagine having to bathe and be, trained and etiquette classes and you name it, right? You name it. Esther had to go through it just to be prepared for one night with the king. And you better hope he likes you, because if he doesn't like you, you may never see him again. And she was literally confined, if you will, or destined rather, to be right there. Just destined to be right there for the rest of her life. She could not get married to anyone else because why? The king married her. And, he was with her, and that is what was going on. And Esther wasn't even looking for that. In other words, you weren't even looking for this love. This love found you, and all you know is you're being prepared for something amazing. And your one night with the king is that union. It's that coming together. But with you, it's not that you'll never be seen again. It's this union, this coming together propels you into the next level. Because like I said, the union is that's part of it. There is another level after the union. Then there is divine mission, soul purpose, which many of us have to go on next when we have our divine counterpart with us. So like I said, it's not, we're just, this part right here, this getting to know each other, falling in, falling out, breaking up, breaking out, coming together, falling apart. All of that is just part, that's just the appetizer. You know what I mean? That's just the salad, the soup is out, the hot bread is on the on the table. You know what I mean? That's what that is. We haven't even started the meal. The meal begins, when we come into union, and then we start to do the work with one another. Your divine counterpart makes those blows and that work easier, because two is better than one. You have somebody to lean on, somebody to talk to, somebody that's like you, somebody you don't have to explain yourself to, somebody that you can be yourself with, somebody that you can be naked, unashamed, vulnerable with, that always has your back. That has your back forever, because your back is their back is your back. You are twins. You are one soul. Period. That's just the nature of this. And it took this long. Some of you, you're thinking it's taken me a lifetime for this. Some of you started early. Yay for you 20s and 30s, right? Yay for y'all. But those so they're 30, 40, 50, 60, just now coming together. It's because our journeys were obviously quite different. And that's what Spirit decided to choose, because we had to go through all of these life lessons because of the soul purpose that we have. Some have to touch a whole gamut of people and a whole realm of people with drug addiction, with prostitution, with perversion, with maybe child endangerment, just so many things that they have to touch. So they have to have a lot of life experiences. You know what I mean? That's what this is. They're gathering all these experiences for their tool belt, because one day it's going to be required of them. Everything that you gain and learn is going to be required of you, because that's why you were born. It's about more than houses and cars and having kids and going on vacations and things like that. I know that feels so foreign to us now because we've been locked down so long, but it's about more than that. All of that stuff, again, is just the things that get added. But the main thing, the main course, is the soul purpose. You're lifting the collective with your vibration, with your awakening, with your enlightenment. And you have to be healed, in order to heal. You have to have a measure of healing in order to heal. Okay? There are areas you have to be healed in order to lead the way. If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall in the ditch. So that's why you're going through all of this with your twin. And that's why you have to learn that patience. You have to cultivate that patience and that kindness and that nobility. And remember that you are dealing with another divine counterpart. No matter if they are in their filth right now, no matter if they left you in your blood bleeding, you have to understand that, oh, wow. Oh, Jackie, wow. What, how awesome, 9 years. I'm sorry, I just saw a comment that was amazing. Married 40 years ago and came back around like 9 months ago. That's oh so awesome. So I'm saying, so she's a witness. I mean, 40 years. Some of y'all can't wait 4 days. You know what I mean? Again, no shade, no condemnation. Just simply saying that it's worth it. Loving on the daughters tonight. Spirit is saying it's worth it. You are my prize. You are my bride. You are my queen. You are dealing with another divine counterpart, not your enemy. Not somebody to war with, but somebody to seek to understand. You are dealing with somebody that is just like you, flawed, yet beautifully, perfectly imperfect. And you would want that same grace, that same mercy, that same understanding, that same empathy extended to you. Somebody just said, what'd you do in the meantime? 40 years. What'd you do in the meantime? You grew. You volunteered. You worked. You raised children. You raised somebody else's children. You loved. You forgave. You kept going. You got your money together. Maybe your money fell apart and you got it back together. You know what I mean? What do you do in the meantime? What do you do in the meantime while you wait? You grow, you evolve, you heal, you transcend. That's what you do. You keep going because you realize that we are both divine beings. They're just not where I am. And that's not a point to look down at them. That's simply a point to say, okay, I can wait. I'll mark time. But those of you in the military, when you're marching, you mark time. I'll just mark time. But in your marking time, you're not standing still. In your marking time, you're taking territory. You're taking territory. There's not just happenstance, the abuse, the rape, the betrayal. You know, the best friend that betrayed you. You told all your secrets. See, you learned not to tell people everything, right? You learn not to share all of your nakedness because everybody couldn't handle your nakedness, and including everybody couldn't, they be trusted because they took your weaknesses and exploited you. Those of you who are still recovering from the heartbreak of your best friend sleeping with your boyfriend or your husband. Those of you who are recovering from that, those of you who trusted male friends who gave you a ride, who said, I will take you back from the party. You got in the car with you didn't know everybody, you just knew that one person. But then, maybe you were raped, maybe you were gang raped, maybe you were slipped a date rape drug. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm just saying, what was that all about? It taught you it taught you to be more discerning. It taught you to trust your instinct because listen, like I said, your heart would never steer you wrong. You've already been built and born with this inner barometer, inner thermometer, inner compass, intuition. You were already born with this. You have this. And so those experiences, though vile and vicious and terrifying they may have been, look at you. Look at you. And you're telling others, you can see, you got that jeweler's eye now. What's a jeweler's eye? That's when you can see somebody else's pain, empath. When you can see somebody else's hurt. That's what this is about. You can see, because you can smell it almost. Some of you are so keen in the spirit, that you can smell pain. You can smell a trauma. You can look at it, even if it's wearing Louis, even if it's carrying what is that purse? A Birkin bag. Even if it's driving a Bentley, even if it lives in a big house, even if it has OCD, you can see it. And you know how to deal with it because you recognize that was once a part of you. You once wore that mantle or that shawl. You once were wrapped or cloaked in that. You know what I'm saying? You know that's what you gained. That's what you gleaned. And you take that same experience because it's so interesting how we can see the pain in others or feel others' pain. But when it comes to our divine masculine or our divine feminine, our divine counterpart, all we can do is say, no, no. Ow, that not no. You know what I mean? It's amazing. It's like keep that same energy that you had with the little old lady that you would read to because she had glaucoma and she said, "Baby, can you just read me a story? Can you come just read to me? Read me my mail." You know, you would volunteer, you would be there. Or the little kids that you would, take them to McDonald's or something, or take them to Chick-fil-A. Oh, I'm saying names. I'm sorry. You would do that. You would find it in you somehow. It would just bubble up out of you. This love, this compassion, this patience, this, like I said, this empathy. But when it comes to this love thing, I can't. And it's like you don't even realize that's a divine counterpart you're dealing with. Still divine, bloody, bruised, wicked, brutal, rude, forgetful, neglectful, but still divine. But still divine. And it's like, give them that same courtesy. Can't you see they're hurting? Do you know how painful or how much pain you have to be in to hang up in somebody's face? Slam the phone in somebody's face, and when they return, did you hang up them and they don't answer? Do you know how much pain you have to be in to ignore somebody that means so much to you? That you don't want to talk to them, but you also can't sleep on them. You know how much pain you have to be in to lie to look somebody right in their eye and lie to them? That wasn't me. I'm not with her. I'm not with him. No, it's over. I call you back and they never do. Do you know what that person must be dealing with for the shame and the deceit and the worry and the anxiety about being found out that they are nothing more than a liar, but still divine? And here's why I'm saying this, because you wouldn't think to do that. We say it so flippantly. Why don't they just tell the truth? Why don't people just be honest? I don't know why. Why do you think? Because sometimes someone's honesty is shameful to them. Sometimes someone's honesty will make some other people walk away from them. Somebody might not want to tell you they spent 13 years in prison. They don't want to tell you. That doesn't make them a piece of crap. That doesn't make them a demon seed. That doesn't make them Satan's, road dog. That simply makes them human. And that simply makes them, it lets you see what they think of you. You see? Amazing. Somebody might not want to tell you that they were molested by their mother or their father. They don't want to tell you that because they don't want you to think they're weird sexually. They don't want, you know what I mean? They want to hold that. But that's where you come in because, let me see. Okay. But that's where you come in because you don't judge. You simply allow. Remember, allowance is the opposite of resistance. And the more we avoid pain or try to avoid pain, the more we will experience it. But when we allow it, we find that we can transform that pain. Some of us hold on so tight, and I'm talking to you. We were just family in here. I'm just talking, right? Because in my past, this very journey healed me of my codependency. It's still healing me of a lot of things, but my codependency and my need to control. I was one, God bless you, Kathy. I was one that needed to control. I can be real with y'all. Because if we're not going to be real, why be on a platform? You know what I mean? If you're not going to help somebody, why not? I'm not saying tell all your secrets, tell all your business, but I'm saying I went through this for a reason. You're going through what you're going through for a reason. You didn't go through this to keep it to yourself, but I was one that had to have control because of my childhood wounds, my childhood issues. But when I tell you that this relationship, this journey that I've been on has taught me I can't control anything but me and the way I perceive things. I can control my perception, and I can either choose to obsess or I could choose to release and let things flow naturally. Now, I'm not saying it happened overnight, but after enough tears and heartache and disappointment and trying to bend somebody's will, I let go. And it was the most liberating thing ever because I was like, I really don't care, God. I don't. I can't. I don't. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. You know, between the callbacks and the forgiveness and the arguments and the whatever, and I'm done and drawing a line in the sand and setting a boundary and putting my hand up and talk to the hand and boy, bye and boy, hello and all of that. It was like I give up. Everything, I can't do anything but be in this place. And an amazing thing happened. I started to heal. I started to move in who I know I'm called to be. Because, like I said, the pain that I was trying to avoid was the very pain that I kept experiencing over and over again. And when I said, you know what, it's just going to hurt. It's just going to hurt. And I'm just going to let it happen and let that hurt. I'm going to transmute that hurt and I'm going to make something beautiful. And then I began to pour my life and my energy into other people. I began to pour my life and my energy into poetry, other creative projects. I began to channel the pain. And that's what many of you need to do. That's why I'm loving on the daughters tonight through the Spirit. Write. Write it out, woman. Write the pain. Draw it. Those of you who are artists, draw it. Etch a sketch. You know what I mean? You know, pen it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just that all it does is bring you back. The pain pushes you. It propels you into the place you need to be. Pain will, if you clenching your fist, pain will make you open your hands and relax. It'll make you give up. It'll make you give up the ghost. Pain will make you give up the ghost. You know what I mean? Just, you let it go and you just die already. And you transmute that. I have never been so creative in my entire life. Never. I have never been so on purpose and so focused in my entire life. Life has never made so much sense as it makes now that I am in a place where I have absolutely no idea what's coming next because I don't care. I'm not trying to control it. I wake up every day now like, what's now? What's going on, Spirit? Let's do it. Having no idea and not caring. And the moment I released the relationship to God, that is when my divine masculine started acting like he had some divine sense. The moment I said, you know what, when the moment I stopped stressing, that's when he started acting right. The moment I stopped worrying about a phone call or a text is the moment he started texting, being consistent. And so that's for some of you, all of you maybe, especially if you know you've had control issues in the past with other relationships. You gotta snoop. You gotta know, where were you? What time did you go to bed? What did you eat? What you got on now? Who's in there? I hear somebody in the back. No, I hear 3 people. I only hear 1 person. What is that? Where you going? Where you been? How long you gonna be there? When you coming back? Can I go? Why I can't go? Is somebody there I'm not supposed to see? Oh, come on. The moment you stop worrying about it. And how do I stop worrying about it? Like somebody already said, get busy. Get busy what? Get busy birthing. Get busy creating. Get busy writing. Get busy sketching and drawing. Get busy organizing. Get busy pouring your hearts and your energy into somebody, Lord, that needs it. Read to the elderly. Walk some dogs. You know what I mean? Become a dog walker, become a babysitter, be a tutor. There's so many ways that you can let that oil that you're getting from this pain. Reba Josematia Nahaya. Orobo Kosenerica Mahaya. Irobo Haya. Ikalabasu. Ore Mendela Masore Baheketina Mashi. Ushama. Ikarobo Hona da Bisia. All of that oil you have building up inside of you. The minute you begin to let that spill out, daughter, on somebody else, you will be amazed at how spirit returns to you. You will be amazed at how you grow. And you will be amazed at how beautiful you become. You see, Esther in her purpose, because didn't I say Esther didn't even want to be there? Esther didn't even want to be in the king's palace. She was fine in her life. You didn't choose this thing. This thing chose you. This timing didn't come because you brought it in. This timing came because you have awakened enough now to receive. It was always floating around. Every relationship you had an opportunity to make a different choice, but you had to go that way. You had to have your heart broken. Don't despise your small beginnings. Don't despise how you came here. Just be happy that you're here and now manifest. Ashikorabasundokome. Ekadamatsukoramate-koyama. Ikorabasika nanabekoyama. Itamaso. Ikadaramaso rebakanetoyama. Ika. Inamokoramasai. Umaikita. Olebakarabosota bahaya. Man, I'm so full. And I know if I'm full, I know all of y'all are full. I'm telling y'all, I feel the expansion is real, and y'all should be feeling this right now. There should be a manifested presence of the expansion of the spirit. You are divine, and you are dealing with another divine counterpart. You are not dealing with some joker that is assigned to really, 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 to really, really, really. Well, I'm sorry, I looked at somebody's comment and started saying really. I got to stop looking at the comments. But you are not somebody that came to destroy you. They came to help you. All right. I have a few cards. I'm not going to be long. What is it? We're almost at an hour. All right, let me put these up. I have this amazing deck. Yeah, I have this amazing deck called, it's like self-care deck. And yeah, confusion. Do we want to talk about confusion? I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but they're flashing and I'm over here looking at something else. But those of you who are confused, that means you need to reset. If you are confused about this journey, stop everything. Don't do anything. Just reset. Okay? Just because there shouldn't be confusion. You should, if you know where you are, then you should be able to pinpoint where your twin is. Okay? Right, we know who the author of confusion is. That's a good one. Yeah, you should not be, this journey did not come to confuse you. And if you are confused dealing with your divine counterpart, even though they're not acting so divine, to you in the 3D, right? Because in the 5D, that's their higher selves. They're dealing with you. You're dreaming about them and they're fine. And whatever you're dreaming about your divine counterpart in the 5D is what is, if it's not, I was going to say exemplary, but if it's not positive, it's something that you are being shown so that you can, my candle just went out, something that you're being shown so that you can meditate and you can manifest, light a candle for them, protect them, send the love and light, be guided, be divinely guided on what they need from you, because they're helping you and you're helping them. It doesn't feel like it at times, but really they're helping you and you're helping them. Thank you, Melanie. That's the point. Loving on the daughters tonight. And there might be some denial about this love because, listen, this thing is going to rip you apart. This thing is going to split you right down the middle. This thing is going to split. This love, this journey is going to split you right down the middle on purpose. On purpose. It's supposed to. It's going to split you right down the middle. But I'm telling you, when you guys come back together, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. When you come together, and yes, it hurts. But anything that produces excellence like that, it hurts. Love hurts. Childbirth hurts. Healing hurts. Breaking up hurts. Coming together hurts. Birthing a nation hurts. You know what I mean? Birthing a nation hurts. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Anything that you're birthing, anything that's bringing life has to come through death. You know what I mean? It has to transform. It has to transcend. It has to transmute. Ishamanda, it's your twin. It's you. Some people say, I want to walk away. And then you're allowed to walk away. But like I said, some of y'all going to cycle back. Walk away from you. Let me see. Good luck with that. Let me see you walk away from you. Let me pull right up the top. Right up the top. 4 cards. I love this deck, y'all. This is so cute. They're fun. They're fun cards. Somebody needs to bake themselves a sweet treat. You might want fruit. You might want candy. You know what I mean? How about that? A sweet treat for somebody. Somebody needs that for yourself. Treat yourself. Okay? Treat yourself. Just love on you. Somebody said, what do you do in the meantime while you wait? Love on you. This is Spirit loving on his daughters. Her daughters. 50. Look, 50 might mean something. You remember 5 is about changes, big happy changes. 5 is also about personal freedom. Some of y'all need to have something sweet, but listen, if you've been having issues with water retention and inflammation, you might want to leave that sugar alone. But for those of you who this resonates with, go ahead and make you some cupcakes. Get you some cereal right now. Captain Crunch probably, girl. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What else? Sync with the moon. I love it. Sync with the moon. This is card number 51. Hey, they didn't shuffle. Card number 51, but I'm gonna leave them. And look at that. You might want to buy you some new hair. Look at that. With that long black hair. Go ahead. Buy you a piece of hair, girl. Or some of you might have that hair. We have India watching. Some of us get our hair from India. Thank y'all. Nope. Cutting up. Clearly I have shifted, right, y'all? Can y'all tell? Can y'all hear the shift? But yeah, sync with the moon. Get in touch. And I talked about the moon earlier, if y'all remember. Yep. Get in sync. Let's do these 2 more. Yes. Drink some tea. Drink some tea right now, okay? You might want to have you a cup of tea now. You might want to have some tea every morning. Somebody needs to have some tea every morning. Just sit outside and just bask in the glory of the sunshine. You know what I mean? Green tea. Black tea. A little stevia, a little honey. You know what I mean? A little cream. Somebody just drink some tea. Relax. Love on yourself. What's up with all these long black-haired women, though? Sweet tea. Yeah, sweet tea. I had to give up sweet tea. Oh, my. And finally, some sound healing. Look at her with her bowls and her drums. Okay? Ooh, see, she's got their little bowls. Anybody got singing bowls? Anybody have some shamanic drums? Anybody listen to that? I mean, this is how you love on yourself. This is daughters loving on yourselves. Take care of yourself. When you take care of yourself, don't you know you glow and you are beautiful. You are so beautiful. Take care of yourself. Get your singing bowls together. Do some sound healing. Get some vibrations going. Get on some frequencies. Put it on when you go to sleep. You know what I mean? Put it on. Let your subconscious do the work. Hi, Takia. Just let your subconscious do the work. That's all you have to do. Yes. Put it on your halter top and start ringing. You're divine. Connect with the divine. Don't be so stuffy. Everything is not evil. There's nothing evil. Now let's do some work your light. All right, that's some little self-care. Let's do some work your light ones. Let's see where these divine feminines that are watching are. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Team no sleep. Okay, it's 2:02. I'm not gonna be much longer. I got to go to sleep. Oh, cool, Melanie. All right. Look at this. I love it. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Now, remember, you guys, when I first got on here, I had fertility and I had the allowance card. And it was saying you are birthing new creations, new projects. You are doing new things. You are fertile everywhere you look, just like springtime when it starts teeming with life. The birds start singing, the grass is greener, the leaves are sprouting. At springtime, you know that there's new life. You're having your springtime. I know it's summer, but we having springtime, right? Okay, Isis. You know what I mean? But answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? The person that asked, what am I doing in the meantime? What did you do while you were waiting 40 years? What did you do while you were waiting 2 years? What did you do while you were waiting for this to happen? You answered the call of your soul. That's the whole point. This love splits you right down the middle, and it breaks you wide open, and it makes you answer your soul. Your soul is calling. Your soul is calling. What is your soul calling you to do? Is it, again, I keep hearing these writers, bloggers, vloggers. You know what I mean? You readers, you light workers, come on. We need your gift. Don't you dare say, oh, there's so many readers. I don't have anything to offer, and I don't read like them. Don't compare yourself to other people. Nobody can be better than you at what you do. You are special. You are your own person. You have your own flair and your own style. You know what I mean? There's so much for you to be doing. Your soul is calling. Ring, ring. Somebody be like, I hear somebody calling me. I feel like I hear somebody calling my name. Yeah, that's your soul calling you, saying, come on. Answer the soul. Do you answer the call? Also, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Didn't we call this stream Spirit loving on his daughters? Spirit loving on the daughters? Right, be myself. Make new friends. Work on your health. Drink tea. Take baths. Fantasize about your DM. Yeah, fantasy. If you can see it, you can have it. Right. Waitresses, food society, reconfiguration. Love it. But look at that. And after you answer your soul's calling, don't forget to rest your body, rest your nerves, rest your mind, rest your mouth. You know what I mean? Don't forget to rest. And because that's deep replenishment. Don't forget to retreat. Get away from people. After a while, you just need some time to drink your tea, listen to your singing bowls, and get away from people. Retreat. It's healing. Retreat. It's reinvigorating. Retreat. It's a recharge. Okay? It powers you up. Yes. No rest for the wicked. You're funny. Be held. I love that. Be held. Be held by who? Be held by anybody around you that wants to hold you. You know, if you have a puppy, you got animals, you got children. I heard you be yourself. It's cool. You know, be held. You know what I'm saying? Be held by God. You hold yourself. You hug you. How can you be held? Take a bath. Put some lotion on. Lotion those ankles. Lotion those heels. Get a pumice stone out. Do something with those feet. That's you're holding yourself. I'm being serious. You know, cut the hair under your arms, shave under your arms. You know what I mean? Buff out those kneecaps. You know what I mean? Find a new skin regimen. You know what I mean? Get rid of red meat for 2 weeks. See how you feel. You know what I mean? There's plenty deep replenishment. Get a massage. Yeah, get a massage. You know? There's plenty to do while you wait for your masculine to line up. Give me 2 more cards from here. 2 more from the bottom, please. Oh, part of the divine plan. Oh, look at this. Just say yes. 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 You know what I'm saying? Just say yes. I'll do what you want me to do. Co-create. That's right. Just say yes. Just say yes to you. Okay? And then look. Here's our ascended master, some of us. Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying the foundation. Somebody's been praying for you to get here. Your ancestors. Those of you whose ascended master is Jesus. Hi, Jesus. You know what I mean? Anna's been praying. Anna spent day and night in the temple, fasting and praying. Day and night. That's what she did. That was her soul mission, her life's purpose. And those prayers got you here today. Those prayers came through. Look at Egypt in the background. You know what I mean? You come from amazing, watching. Oh, you come from amazing stock. You come from an amazing line. You know what I mean? Folks have been praying for you to get here. Folks have been waiting for you. Look at those people in the water. Look at all those. Can y'all see? I'm going to try to put it close. See those little figures walking all around the water? Those are people praying. Those are intercessors walking, standing on the wall, getting ready to sound the alarm. Here she comes. She's awake. You know what I mean? This is ancient. This has been going on for centuries. Before the world began, you know what I mean? Seeding, like, you're part of the divine plan. You have a part in this. You and your divine counterpart. It's beautiful. Laying the foundations, like I said, seeding the light. Okay. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Just for fun. Just for fun before I get off here. Loving on the daughters. Y'all know I can't love on the daughters till we hear from some of these sons and daughters. Remember, the energy is interchangeable, so don't y'all get all tied up. I'm going to take that. And I'm going to take that. But let's see what your divine counterpart is having to say about you. I appreciate y'all coming on tonight. That's too many. See there? See all y'all spirit guys trying to talk. Y'all saw them cards falling out? I'm going to let y'all go to bed because it's about time now. I got to meet my DM in the 5D. I told him I'll always meet him by 3 o'clock. So 81 in the room. All right, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. I want one more for 5. Big happy changes. One more card, please. There it is. Yes. I don't know why. Yes. Now that song's in my spirit. Yes. Nice. Yes. Oh, Lord. Okay, this is totally echoing. It's literally confirming everything I was saying tonight. Everything. Everything. Who say yay? Hey, Bree Bree. All right. So divine masculine. Hello. And spirit. Because we're dealing with divine counterparts. Okay, so I have 5 messages here. Before I do that, though, let's pull some more energy with some 3 more oracle cards from here. 5 from here, then we're out. Loving on the daughters tonight. Loving on the daughters. I'm just going by the way it feels in my hand. Y'all bear with me. Yeah. Is that 5 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Thank you so much. Make this one pop. That's a good one. Okay. Let's see who's talking tonight. We're just going to read them one by one. Y'all ready? Let's see who's talking. Somebody's got a stalker. Somebody's got a stalker. And I told you they love you. The love is there. They might not say it because it's about your growth. All right. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. We just talked about that. If you're just joining us, these cards are literally going to confirm everything I just was channeling and flowing with when we first got on 67 minutes ago. Again, thank you for hanging with me, team. But when it comes to love, love. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Remember we said that? You got to lose the ego. They treated me bad, so I'm going to do da-da-da-da. All that has to go out the window. It says every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. That's why you don't despise the karmic or any of that 111. Okay, you don't despise anybody at all. You know what I mean? You thank them for the lesson because you are now, there's the word, expanded. You're bigger, you're wiser, you're stronger. You know what I mean? That's why you don't do it. Awesome. Remember we said the heart? Remember earlier, if you were here, when you watch the video back, you'll see. But earlier I was saying your heart will never steer you wrong. Your eyes might deceive you. Your mind might tell you something different, but always follow your heart because out of it flows the issues of life. I said that earlier. This card says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. You see that? If you could do anything, if you weren't afraid, what kind of divine feminine would you be to your counterpart? If you weren't afraid of pain, if you weren't afraid of betrayal, if you weren't afraid of being left out in the cold, what would you be like? Can you imagine that? Because your heart's going to tell you how to be. Your heart is never going to steer you wrong, but your mind will tell you, you better protect yourself, you better run, you better not trust, you better watch, you better wait. That's what your mind will say because of that fear that comes in and that terror that grips you. You know what I mean? Yes, Danetta, I love that. The heart sees what the eyes cannot. I love that. Hey, Audrey, thanks for being here. But if you could do anything, what would it be? That's a question for some of you. The answer does not rest in your mind. It's in your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. You're dealing with a counterpart that is following their mind, okay? That's what you're dealing with right now. That's why you are being advised, follow your heart. When you follow your heart, it gives your permission, your twin rather, the permission to do the same. They will mirror you. Follow your heart. Can't two of y'all be up in your head. That's why you're playing head games. And that's why some of all y'all do is give head. All right? Okay. All right. That's for somebody. Balance. I ain't saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay, Kim, I can't wait to see you. That reminds me, y'all. Well, let me finish Chatterley's message. But yes, balance. See, you don't always have to, sing kumbaya with your twin. That's not how this thing works. Be you. Be who you are. You know what I mean? Be who you are. That's part of it. It's the yin and yang. It's the give and take. It's the polarity. It's the duality. It's all right. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. You're not trying to keep the peace. You're trying to be the peace. You're not trying to keep the peace. You are the peace. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Balance. We said that. This is about, remember we said you're dealing with a divine partner, even though they might not be acting so divine right now, they're still a divine partner. Watch this. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. See that? That's why you can't hold them. Take them off the cross. Take them down off the cross. Somebody come get the body. Come get the body off the cross. See there? Criticizing one another. All that does is lead to further unhappiness. And you wonder why. You say something, they say something back. All up in your head. Follow your heart, because your heart would never criticize. Your heart would accept and allow. Knowing that the there but by the grace of the Spirit go you, because you could be that, right? That's right. Thank you, Jackie. She said, follow all this and it will come. It's coming. This is going to happen. So again, your relationship will magically transform when you stop criticizing each other. Stop the judging. Last card in the Lover's Oracle says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. See that? Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, because only when you are true to yourself can you be true to others. That's why you don't always have to agree with what they're doing. That's the balance that comes in. You don't have to co-sign for that foolery, that debauchery, those shenanigans. It's not about that. A great relationship both supports and challenges. You have to call them to the carpet every now and again. Not nasty, but just simply say, that's not right. That's you setting your boundaries. Nuh-uh, you won't do that to me. You might do that to so-and-so and so, but you won't do that to me. That's all that is. Find the balance. You know what I mean? You sit here trying to, nobody ever asked you to be a puppet or a doormat or a sex toy. Nobody asked you to do that. We simply asked that you don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. If I want to keep a man, anything you do that's based out of fear and ego is going to fall. Definitely going to fall. So be true to yourself, and that way you can be true to others. You be authentic with you first. You be authentic with you first, and then watch what happens. All right, let's get these lovers, the Island Time Wellness Oracles, and that's it. For fun, let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put 5. Ooh. Well, that was easy. And look where it came. I'm going to just take them just like this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. 8 of Cups. Right. Pisces energy out here. Pisces, Pisces. Somebody dealing with a Pisces. Got the Hangman and the Ace of Cups. 8 of Cups. Right? Under the boat. Somebody definitely emotionally withdrawing. Moving on. You might have issues being with closure. Somebody that might moved on from you, or you moved on from a person, but somebody's having closure issues. You know why? Because even though somebody's walking away, somebody is not wanting that to happen. Even though it feels like the boat's trying to sail, somebody's like, no, you won't. You know what I mean? I know that the comments are a little bit behind because I'm ahead of this now. We're still talking about the following our heart. But somebody's trying to move on, but somebody's not letting go. This is a card also about closure issues. You know, you can talk a good game, but it's not going to happen. One or both of you is not going to let go. Like I said, you're going to keep cycling and circling around back to each other. Ask Miss Jackie. 40 years. Ask Miss Jackie. Self-indulgence. Right. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to see the message. Yes, Miss Jackie. It could be them walking away from the karmics. Yeah. That is another good message. Moving on is enough. Yep. Somebody was in a place where they were making sacrifices, you know, but now they're ready to let go and also focus on their self-worth. Somebody probably was stuck in a situation. You know what I mean? Pisces are stuck in a situation, but they're saying, you know, I'm going to choose myself. Definitely having to do that shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Audrey. Definitely having to do that shadow work because of this being stuck. When you're stuck in a situation within a karmic cycle, you have no choice but to go through that, face that shadow work. Because that's the whole point of especially a toxic cycle or a low vibrational cycle. It is to make you look at yourself in the mirror and go, I don't like what I see. Somebody looked in the mirror and realized they didn't like what they saw, and they're ready to let go of a situation so they can heal, so they can focus on themselves, so they can understand and value their self-worth. All right? And I like this. Number 12 is here. 12 to me is about government. It's about how you government, how you conduct. It's about conduct. You know, how you conduct yourself. And you have to be able to appreciate yourself and know that you need healing and having to touch that shadow, deal with that shadow when you are dealing with number 12. It's about, again, the way you conduct yourself. And also 3, it's about expansion. It's about communication too. For some, the communication is going to get a whole lot better because somebody understands they understand their worth and their value. People that don't value themselves talk nasty, talk down. People that don't value themselves, people that don't understand their self-worth will come out of their mouths reckless and crazy. That's not something to despise. It's something to definitely pray for them about. Meditate. Like I said, send that love and light, send that vibration, put it on that frequency of love, that frequency of healing, that frequency of kindness. Excuse me, I just belched. Okay. Love call. Yep. I don't know why we have so much water out here. Okay, but we do. We got a lot of cups out here. Now we have Scorpio energy out here, but this love call, someone expresses love. Someone is thinking of you and letting you know. And whereas in the past you were dealing with somebody that was acting very, very lackluster, this is like the 3rd time I've seen this card come out of one of my readings today. I think it's been out in every one of my readings, I think. I feel like I've seen this card 1,000 times, like I keep saying the same thing. Somebody's like, I don't want this, I feel like I've been saying it all day. But that's literally what's going on. And here's what people miss, I think, sometimes about this card is every time I pull this card, I keep seeing the hand of God, or that's the divine hand offering some love, giving an offer rather. You know what I mean? And this person doesn't even want that. It's almost like they're ignoring the love of God, ignoring the connection with spirit, ignoring the co-creation with spirit because they're so worried about what's down here. Things past, mistakes, shame, condemnation, missteps, mistakes. You know what I mean? And so they're not even seeing what God is offering because they're too busy. They're not even looking at this really. They just don't want anything. So, but with that, that's the explanation of this card with the 4. But with that, that's past energy because now this person is ready to tell you about it. Somebody has been waiting for a call. You know what I mean? And they weren't. I should call her, but I shouldn't. You might as well make that a telephone right there. And they're like, I don't want it. You might as well let these be missed calls down here. These are all the missed calls. And they're just sitting there. Somebody, some masculine, just sitting there with their arms crossed. You know what I mean? They're just arms crossed. Nothing going in, nothing coming out. But now. But because you have decided to be the divine feminine, to be royal, to be the queen that you know you have to be, right? Oh, I know, Audrey. This love call is coming in. Somebody's going to actually tell you about it, whereas they didn't talk about it before. They wouldn't tell you about it, but now they are. And don't forget the watching stalking card. That's what I'm saying. When you glow up, the world watches, not just your DM, but when you glow up, everybody watches. When you glow up, when you're in your divine femininity, everybody has to put on sunglasses because you're so doggone bright. That's how this works. Your future's so bright, people have to wear shades. You know what I mean? They're wearing masks and shades now. Oh, I don't know where that came from. That was random. See there? What I say about the shades? Boom. Glow up. See the sun? The sun. You are shining. Even though that's divine masculine card, but still. Look at that. Look at the sunglasses in this. Come on now. We can't even make this stuff up. This is what happens when we get in the room together, y'all. That's why I like to go live. I like to go live because I love the energy. Yeah, the 80s, right? Ray-Bans. Put your Ray-Bans on. Somebody's got to put Ray-Bans on for you. Now, they're stalking you. They're stalking your page and have to wear sunglasses. Now, you know you glowing up when somebody's stalking your social media pages and they have to put on sunglasses because the glow is so real. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can watch you even breathe your sunlight. I don't know, listen, somebody masculine just is jealous because the rest of that song is she's deceiving me. It's not my security and she's got the best of me. Turn to her and say it. Anyway, Corey, I'm gonna say Corey Sweat. Corey somebody. I can't think of his name. But anyway, bless his heart. But anyway, look at it. The sun. You got the sun with the sunglasses. Trying to tell you. That's right. A lot of people gonna be hating, watching, stalking, looking. Because when that comes in, y'all are gonna be so beautiful and bright. Look at that, something new. Look at that baby. The baby all happy. The baby don't have a saddle, a seat belt, horse belt, whatever you want to call it. The baby not holding on to nothing. The baby just, you're going to be loose and wild and free on this white horse. Is that a unicorn? No, it's just a white horse. On that white horse, right? Naked and unashamed. Some of y'all going to be bareback riding, you know what I mean? Some of y'all going to be at the horse farm, butt naked, just having a good time with each other. If you own a horse farm. Never mind. A horse farm, is that even right? A horse farm, is that the right proper term? I don't think you call it a horse farm. What do you call it? A stable? Duh. Why did I just say horse farm? Somebody said let's ride. Look at that. Girl talk. Somebody either coming to travel to see you. 2 of Wands, that's expansion. This card came out the last reading too. I promise y'all I've seen the 2 of Wands about 3 or 4 times a day. But there's girl talk. There's going to be, and this is not just necessarily girl talk. The energy is horse ranch. Thank you, Sunset. Loving girl, thank you. Horse ranch. Somebody can tell I'm from. I'm just like, horse? Did she just say horse farm? Yeah, I said it. Now watch somebody put in the comments, actually, I own a horse farm. No, that's how energy works. But anyway, This is another one, another moving on card. We have two moving on cards out here, the boat card and the girl talk card. So that, you know, like I said, with the two of wands, of course, that's somebody going somewhere. You can look, he's made a decision. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. I'm not going to go there. But some of y'all feel like they're not going to choose you. And it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point of all this pain and all this coming around again, if they're not going to choose you? Thank you, Miss Jackie. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That they're going to choose you, not in your time, not the way you want them to choose you, because you have to do your journey. You have to, you know, get on the boat and sail. You know what I mean? You got to travel. You know what I mean? You got to go through all these stages. Not a whole lot, because divine timing is on us, divine feminists. It's on us. It's on us. I know we think I'm waiting on spirit to just, you know, for alignment and all that. You already aligned. And what you're not aligned with, you're not gonna even know when you you're not gonna even know when you get in alignment half the time. You just know that it just is. Because remember, the only time we have to create is in the present. We're creating right this moment. That's why I'm saying change your mind right now. You are dealing with a divine counterpart. Act like it. They're not the enemy. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna leave this title this way. I'm gonna just go, but I'm gonna just do, ooh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna leave it just like that. See, I can't even make this stuff up. Y'all need to stop. I love your energy, man. I love it when we get together as a fam. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I hope we have some new, I'm going to put it right there. I hope we have some new subscribers tonight. If so, go ahead and subscribe. It'll put your energy in these decks, and you never know. You may have one like a personal reading in this, because your energy will be all up in the cards. Also, because you guys kept asking, thank you, Cheaty. Hi, Cheaty. Oh, gosh, girl, I almost did you tonight. I almost did this whole stream about you tonight, but I'm not. I'm going to show y'all face. Hey, guys. Hi, guys. Anyway. Let's do yellow hearts for my Orisha, Oshun, for the 30-minute reading. You guys kept asking, and, you know, did I offer it? You know, you can imagine how much I talk. If you've had a love and light session, y'all know I give a whole lot of information. That's why I record the call, but I went ahead and relented, and I said, okay, you know, I felt the release. Since I'm talking about fertility and allowing things, I'll start resisting with that 30-minute reading, because like I said, my point is, it's not necessarily just, you know, making money or anything like that. It's about me helping with this healing journey. I need that amount of time. Thank you. I need that amount of time because, well, I don't need that. You know what I mean? I'll condense it. But I promise you, you're gonna get a 45-minute or a 75-minute one. I promise you. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try this 30-minute to see how I feel with it, and just be led of the spirit. But you know, we'll do it. We'll do it. Somebody said spiritual spanking. You're right. I tear you up in them. I mean, it depends. It depends. Stop low. You're gonna scare them. But we have a real good honest talk. That's what we do in the Love and Light sessions. It's about healing. That's what I want to do. But anyway, I put the 30-minute ones in there because y'all kept asking, and so there we go. So we'll see how that feels. Yes, let's right. Low say get the 45-minute one. Right. You know. But like I said, I'm gonna take a spin. With these 30 minutes and with the elemental spread. I can't do, there's no way I could do a 10-card Celtic spread in 30 minutes. I mean, I think I'm kind of good, but I'm not that good. So I can only do 5 cards, but I promise you, I'm going to talk the entire time. Look at it, Takia. 45 minutes, 45 minutes. I know. It's for a limited time. Trust and believe. Trust and believe, but I also wanted to, you know, like I said. Who said that? Takia, you cutting up tonight. I love you guys. The tribe is so amazing. Thank you, Madam T. Yeah, so but yeah, we put it at right at $50 and see what we do. Who said that? Cassidy, take scared out of your low in here counseling. Yes. All right, you guys. With that, I almost want to do like a question and answer thing, but I'm not. What are we at 90 minutes? Yeah, okay, this is way long. I'm about to ask like just keep swimming. Remember she what is she like 2 hours sometimes? Anybody watch Just Keep Swimming? Shout out to her if you guys watch her. Just all love. But I'm like, man, that's all right. I hope one day I'll do a 2 hour video. But I was almost going to ask you guys, did anybody have a question of me? Not about your DM, but anything about me. I know. Who just, oh my gosh, Lo. That's crazy. I was just thinking it. Girl, I literally just said, anybody got a question? You want questions? Did I already say questions? Oh yeah, 3 hours. Okay, I'll take like a few. You welcome, Cheaty. Did you call? Well, actually, email me. I was about to say, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you follow the advice? But email me, Cheaty, when you get that. Tell us about my journey. Okay, man. It's awesome. My DM is amazing. He is. Oh, don't get me. Don't. I'm just saying. I'm still on my journey. Very, 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 very close to union. Extremely close. But I'm doing it. Thank you, Audrey. She knows. You sue it. Okay. It started in 2018. So I've been on my journey for almost 2 years. Not quite 2 years. September, middle September will be 2 years. And I am past life, childhood friends, best friends in the whole wide world. Now we are, but lost contact, separate lives for about, I'm 48 now, 20, like over 20 years. And then, go back to hometown and it's like, hey, and all of a sudden it was like we never saw each other that way. It literally happened. Nobody saw it. We didn't see it coming. And yeah, it changed. My life changed. My whole life changed. But like I say, when I tell you I would do it all over again. How long have you had your dogs? 4 years. But I would do it all over again. But my dogs are like 4 years old. They actually are not sisters, and people always think they are. I have a Maltese and a Bichon. But yeah, it's definitely a Christmas movie, my DM. But let me answer this question. But my Bichon and my Maltese actually are not kin, but they act like sisters now. But I love my animals, and one of them was a foster little dog. The Maltese was just like given away because her owner, thank heavens, she had the sensibility to do that. But she was gone like 13, 14 hours a day. So someone asked me, did I want another dog? And I was like, no, because I had just put down my second poodle, my two original, I call them, my two original pets. And I was like devastated. But as God would have it, he gave me two more right after that. That's why, little things like that. I have 100 stories of the synchronicities of God and the time that Spirit just kind of loved on me. You know what I mean? And gave me what I needed, even when I didn't know I needed it. So that's why with this journey, it was a little easier, especially with me at this age. That's why I'm saying, bless everybody. I love their energy too. They're so cute. They're loyal. That's why I love dogs. They're loyal and they're sensitive. Oh yeah, we should write our stories. You're right. I'm gonna do poetry too, you guys. Jackie Collins, you're right. I'm gonna do poetry because there was a few DMs. Well, okay, I spoke that, but DFs that have written, like shared some poetry and stuff with me and just some writings. And I'm like, oh, I gotta put this on the channel, like a whole like spoken word thing. It'd be kind of cool. I like read it, maybe to music or something. That'd be so good because, like I said, you have no idea how similar everyone's journey is, and unless you do these kind of sessions, because that's really what my Love and Light sessions are. It's so crazy because it's like, oh my gosh. That's you know what I mean? It's so cool. We all have very, very similar stories, and we can literally help each other. And yeah, my faith is, oh my goodness. I have never, even before I was awake, and now that I'm awake, it's even, my manifestation is off the chain now. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm playing with everything that I can that's magical. I'm touching it all. You know what I mean? I'm touching it all. I'm like, I'm gonna try to levitate and all kind of stuff. No, somebody, you're not supposed to do that. Whatever. I listen. I'm divine. I am so divine. So I'm excited about the journey. I'm excited about y'all's journey. You know what I mean? Because we're all making it. We're gonna make it. And I keep joking with my DM, telling him, somebody say, manifest, babe. Wait a minute, Lo, you messing me up. Lo, you actually said something like my DM would say. Let me find out. Wait a minute. Lo, you gotta remind me who you are. Like, email me. You gotta remind me who you are, because I promise I just got chills when you put hashtag manifest, babe. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, girl, you, my heart just stopped. Melody. Yeah, you literally sound like my DM. Oh my goodness. Girl, thank you for saying who your name was. Girl, I was like, I know he didn't just get a fake name and sitting here watching my stream. Not a fake name, but you know, what do you call it? A fake profile, whatever that is. Because anyway, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, like my heart totally stopped. My heart, I'm sorry, y'all. It was so, because he would totally say that with the hashtag and everything. That's why I was like, no, he didn't. Anyway, you felt that too, Madam T. Did you feel that? I'm so serious. My heart stopped. I didn't know what to do. I was like, what are you? You're supposed to be asleep. Yeah, that's where team no sleep comes from. Me and my DM can't, we don't sleep. Like, I don't know what it is. We don't sleep anymore. So obviously, tying up loose ends, and this is what I'm doing. This is what I did. I transmuted the energy, because this is how the channel started, you guys. Yeah, I know they watch, but this is how the channel started. I just feel like I'm talking to three people. I don't know why. I just love it. Who say my DM? Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Being Lashante, yeah. Unions are coming. That's the only reason why I started this channel, is because God told me that. He's like, you gotta help bring the twins in. That mother of twins came from a dear sister, female Noah. Y'all, some of y'all might know. I'm gonna just drop her name, but we were talking one night, just going back and forth in the glory, right, just going back and forth. And that's how, if I had told y'all this, forgive me, but that's how it came out. She was like, you the mother of the twins, you the mother of, she said the twins, and I said, I like mother of twins. You're right, because I was talking about how I'm going to, I'm here to, like, just let everybody know, keep going. It's like I'm at the finish line going, come on, come on. And those who are getting, kind of slow, I'm running back with water. Here, drink this. Here, wipe your forehead. Here, take your shoes off. Hold my hand. Come on, you almost there. That is why I have this channel. And the Divine Maverick came because, like, a rebel. I'm kind of coloring outside the lines, especially as it relates to marrying religion, not religion, but relationship. And, well, religion, bringing down a religious spirit, bringing that down and coming into a real relationship, and letting folks know that, this isn't evil. Tarot and crystals and all the magical things of the earth, air, water, fire, that we have negated or called, labeled something evil. I'm here to say, no, you can speak in tongues and read tarot and get messages and all that. God still loves you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. And so at this time, and also to bring these unions in, which is what I did in church, in traditional church, in the four walls, is get people to become one, nothing missing, nothing like, shalom, healing, and everything like that. So I just don't tell a whole lot of people, but some of the ones that come on my channel, not my channel, but my love and light sessions, I'll tell them. It depends on how I feel. But the thing is, I am actually an ordained pastor. And so imagine awakening, and you're in the pulpit every Sunday preaching your congregation, and you don't believe half of what you're saying, because it has now been misinterpreted and misconstrued. So I had to do that. I had to do this in front of, right, so she could comment. Yeah, so that's why you guys are connected to me, or connect with me, or these resonate, because, like I said, I was one of the ones that taught that this was evil and and don't do that and all that. I taught it. I recorded MP3s with, sermon series and all kinds of stuff about this, right? Exactly. Look into the history of tarot. It's so crazy, right? That's what I'm saying. But what's the great question? I must have missed the question from Lo. I'm sorry. But run it back again. I'm sorry, sweetie. But yeah, I'm good with that. But I'm just saying, it's it was quite a challenge for me. It was quite a challenge for me. Where is she? DM received confirmation about. Oh, Elodie, that's so cool. Thank you. And but yeah, it was just quite a challenge, but I navigated it, and so here I am. here I am doing this, and I'm having a blast. I'm having a ball. It's really the same thing, only I got more magic. Yeah, learn it, learn it. It's just, you're a prophet. You know what I mean? You're intuitive. You are spiritual beings. You are connected to source. You know what I mean? Whatever you call them. It depends on what I need. I call Jesus. I call God, Father, Mother. All my spirit guides. I was so happy to meet my spirit guides and the angel, because I was already ministering with angels in the church, but now added the extra crew. Just didn't I didn't had no awareness of them, but actually they were there all along. They say divination is evil because it depends on the heart, the nature of your heart. If you're wanting this information, why? To control somebody's will, and also somebody to say, saying divination is evil is because it's power and control. Religion is all about power and control. It's not about freedom. If you read the sacred text, read the Holy Bible, you through the awakened eyes, it's actually an amazing text. It's actually full of freedom, not rules, not law. The law has been fulfilled in the person of Jesus Christ when the word became flesh. You know what I mean? When Jesus came to show us as a model, as an avatar, how to do this thing. You know what I mean? Do this thing called life. And we sat there and, acted like something was outside of us to get done. Right? Ask Jesus to ask God to do me a favor. Ask Jesus to ask God to bless me. No, actually, talk to spirit. Jesus talks. He said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. If you've seen yourself, you've seen God. But that's gonna be a whole nother stream, y'all. We could go on all night with this. But I'm just saying. But that is my, that's my sort of story. But did I miss the good question again? Oh, if we went outside, yeah. Anastasia, it's a journey. How do you cope with merging tarot your faith? Oh, girl. How do you cope with merging the tarot and my faith and everything? That is that leveling up thing. Here's the thing. I go manifest. I have fruit. And with me personally, as that's why you have to walk circumspectly, if you will. Your witness will be your lifestyle and everything. And so if you are living a life full of love and light and trying to be the best version of you that you can be, with that high vibration of love and peace and compassion and empathy and so on and so forth, all the fruits of the spirit, patience, kindness, la la la, right? People will know your heart. And so then they'll be less apt to accuse you of doing really wicked, evil things, because that's not even your character or nature. So I had the honor and the privilege of being, like I said, known for the healing and eschewing evil and teaching, the word, and teaching about healing and love and self-love and how to love a partner, all of that. I was doing all that for years before I did this channel. And so I wasn't questioned when I came out, just a little piece at a time, little by little by little. Now, everybody doesn't know, but the ones that know me know what I'm doing. The ones that are supposed to know, and that's another thing about you guys' journey. The ones that need to know will know. You don't have to worry about, waving a flag or putting a t-shirt on saying, I'm down with religion, I'm doing this. It's not about a battle. It's about your awakening, and your awakening is peaceable. It's between you and spirit. And again, you're coming into the light. You were called out of the darkness into the light. But I didn't have to worry about people calling me names. And if they do, they don't say it to me. They don't say it to me. So I'm just saying, they might be talking, but they don't talk to me, because I'm in like a bubble. I'm divinely guided and divinely protected, because God knows I don't need that distraction. And plus, I have overcome that. Those Egyptians I won't see anymore. I know of what I speak, and I know of the relationship I have, as well as the experiences I've had with this. I didn't ask for this journey. I was firmly planted, just as religious as they come, just as bound as they come, just as touch three people and do a backflip and hug three people and do this and tell God and ask God and get to the altar. And I was living it, okay? So I'm saying, when God began to take me down this path, using love to do it. Love to do it. Because everything that I thought was wrong, I did freely. And I felt zero condemnation. And that scared the heck out of me because I was like, I think I must be one of the ones that have been bamboozled. I'm one of the ones that have been, fooled. I'm the elect that has been, deceived. Oh my goodness. But God, every time he kept giving me breadcrumbs, he kept giving me synchronicities before I knew what synchronicities were. And he kept moving me. Mother Gaia kept loving on me because it's like the birds were singing a song that only I knew. It's like they were giving me a melody. It's like the grass looked greener. Everything about my life looked alive. And I was in a place that was supposed to be full of life, but I was dying. You know what I mean? And I was a leader of it, but I was like, this thing ain't working. And it's like God said, now that you've had enough of that, and now that you've had your total fill, I'm going to pull you out and I'm going to bring you to a place or to a people, to a tribe where you can speak and you can show them that it's not evil, that it's not bad, that everything I've made in the earth has been made for you, for your use, for my glory, to bring glory, not only to me, but to divine creator. Just literally. Thank you, Lo. And I'm glad to be here. Like I said, it was, I maybe wrestled maybe 60 days, like 60 days with it. Cause I was like, what are they gonna call me? That's where that video came that I did. I don't know how many months it's been now, 3 or 4 or whatever, but they're gonna call you a witch. Manifest anyway. That is why I did that video, because it was like, if they do it, oh well, because I'm manifesting. That's like I said, I have more fruit now that I'm awakening, moving in this realm than I ever had in, 5 years of pastoring my own church, as well as walking this walk for about now 21 years, 21 or 22 years. So I won't go back. And I'm not going to forget anything I learned. I mean, like I said, I use everything the same way I learned from my bad relationships. I'm keeping my songs because, praise and worship is what got me through. You know what I mean? That's another thing when people tell me, you missed your call. And I saw a comment like, that's what I did. I am actually a vocalist. That's my bread and butter. That's how I support myself. Yeah, pagan, right, pagan witch, right. Witch means wise one. That's what I'm saying. We took labels and language and just used it to separate us. That's what we did. We took it and used it to separate us. But just like a cult means hidden. But you go to say a cult, like especially in the African American church, the first thing they was gonna say is, "Yeah, a cult is the devil." No, a cult means hidden, something you don't see. It's kind of secret. That's what a cult means. But like I said, nobody takes the time to read a book. Nobody takes the time to research. They just parrot. They mimic. They parrot things because somebody said, well, this is how we always did it. This is what we did. And then we don't study it. And that's what I did. I messed around and studied. And I know your mom's afraid, but that's because, and it's okay. The ones that don't get it, don't try to force it because it's just going to make you seem angry and more evil. If you're like, I'm going to do it. Like if you start bickering with folks, you don't argue with folks. Some things that don't deserve a response. You don't dignify stuff with an answer that is beneath you and something you have elevated out of. You know what I mean? Grace, grace, and more grace. Shout grace to the mountain. Keep going. You know what I mean? Don't argue with the people because that's what I'm saying. That's what they'll feed into because they'll take that anger and say, see, that's the devil. Well, but however, others of you have learned that, you've had people that spoke in tongues and shouted and said the name and still were the most vile, evil people you ever met, 111 in the room. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. There's a disconnect there. And, somebody lied. And so now it's about relationship. And again, I can stand flat-footed and say, okay, whatever you think. If you think I'm wrong, then but go in peace. Shake the dust off and keep it moving. Because like I said, we're manifesting over here. We're manifesting over here. And that's like, my heart to women who are, or people who have been caught in this lie. Marrying people because, pastor said they're my husband, or the prophet said, somebody's prophetic word wasn't even from spirit, it was from their back pocket or something. And folks are getting married to people or taking jobs or, making decisions based on somebody else's so-called revelation, and they're getting stuck and caught in things, and it's horrible. It's very sad. And then they get told, well, your faith is not where it needs to be, or you living wrong, or you did that, or you messed with Joey, and that's why your baby came out with Down syndrome. Just all kinds of, you know what I mean, stuff, and the devil got you, and da da da. And it's sad. And it's like, that's not it at all. What have you been thinking? What have you been taught? Who said, who, like in the Garden of Eden, who told you were naked? Who told you about limitations? You know what I mean? How in the world did you see who said it was wrong? Who said it was right? You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Who told you before limits were placed on you, you were free. Adam and Eve, before they ate that fruit, that is what the whole purpose of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Leave it alone, because Spirit didn't want us to experience or see the dark, the dirty, the evil. You know what I mean? He didn't want us exposed to that, because we were so free. We were so unencumbered. We were so real. We were so innocent. And see, that's what happened. Who said that? Bless you. But I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry. But you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, it's like, we did what we did. And then all of a sudden they realized they were naked. Now Eve has a vagina. Adam has a penis. You have breasts. Ooh, look at you. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't, and all because that temptation happened. And it was really for our protection. It was really for our protection. You know what I mean? So, and just like we do the same thing with our kids. Don't look at that. You put the kids on the TV and the cartoons and stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, watch that. Because why? You don't want them around the cussing and the violence and all. Same thing with spirit. I'm trying to get you to see love and light. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. You know what I mean? So, like I said, there's a lot of sacred texts out there. And I wish, I know that that's what our job is, you guys. It's cold out here. Nobody got to leave. What, girl? Yeah, right. They started sewing, fig leaves and stuff. And that's what we did, wearing masks. That's the equivalent of wearing a mask. Sewing those fig leaves, wearing a mask. Put the mask on. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that anymore. I took the mask off. It wasn't working. It wasn't connecting. I wasn't manifesting. When I decided to follow spirit and follow my heart, following spirit, man, it's been amazing ever since. Look at us sitting on here, man. Look at us. Look at us. I would have never thought of this in a million years. Oh, I'm gonna go on YouTube and read tarot cards and try to talk to people about healing with love. Tell them that they're going to come into union with themselves. Even that concept alone is like, that's girl going crazy. But what's that thing under your leaf? You are silly, Madam T is cutting up tonight. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe to be where. Yeah, you guys keep coming. You're going to be fine. Yep. Stop going every 2 years. Yeah, it's be homeschooled. That's what I call it. When you leave organized religion, just sit home a while and let spirit deal with you, because that's what I did. I'm telling you, that's what I did. I know, Madam T, you're a good energy. And Kim, you're already here. You with the tribe, so you're already where we are. You just got to own it. Those of you who are still struggling and worrying about people calling you names or ostracizing you, listen, they're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna find something wrong with you, and spirit is gonna keep that happening. He's gonna keep, or she's gonna keep making you uncomfortable. If I say he, y'all, that doesn't mean I'm not awakened, but like I said, every now and again, I need the Abba Father. And then when I need that nurturing, that love, then it's a mom. But I'm just saying he, because I know about the whole patriarchal society and all that stuff. It's just religiosity. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually very sad. That's why you should actually count this as an honor and a privilege, Anastasia. Count it as an honor and a privilege, because you could have still been asleep. You could have still been lost. And like I said, this tap doesn't come because you do it. It's God, the spirit that begins to start to awaken you. It's divine. It's a sovereignty of spirit to say who, who will walk into this awakening. Yep. Oh yeah, nice. That's nice, Madam T. When people find something wrong with us, it's spirit's way of showing us what is right with us. I like that. which is when we stop needing it and then we get it all the time. I love that. Red rose. Okay, guys, let's see. Any more questions? But I'm gonna do a video. I've been trying to figure out how I was gonna go about doing this video for a while. Two videos I need to do. One wants to know about the twin flame journey, and I was thinking to myself, there's a lot of videos, because when I started watching these videos like 2 years ago, like fall of 2018, I just remember seeing like all, it was like right there, this twin flame journey, understanding it. So I was like, I don't want to add to the pile, but maybe my particular voice needs to be heard in it, you know what I mean? For, my audience or whatever, I guess you call it. Because I guess everybody did a channel that did a video like that. It was for their tribe or whatever. Then I first, tortoise in the hair, discovered I could communicate with my DM telepathically. When I would feel like suddenly I would get different emotions, I knew they weren't mine. Like, quite honestly, I would get like a hot flash, like a rush of desire, sexual desire. And I'm like, that ain't me, because it would be like, I want it now, something like that. And I knew that wasn't me. And, or if I would feel really sad just out of nowhere, it would just happen. And then I started realizing and I would say to God, I was like, that's not my own. And then it really went crazy when I put the playlist together. Every time I talked to him and he told me about a different song, like, hey, have you heard this song? Or, oh, this is my song, or telling me about a song. We have over 100 songs on our playlist as of today. Since 2018 till today, we have over 100 songs on our playlist. And I started shuffling that playlist, and the same like 4 or 5 songs would come on. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought this was shuffled. And then I realized that he was like controlling, because the next day when I would talk to him, he would talk about those songs, like, start singing them or humming them or something. And I'd be like, wait a minute. And so it was kind of cool. So then it just became a little game with us. And I just started meeting him telepathically, like in the 5D, just, because we're at a distance, obviously. That's why I'm up at almost 3 o'clock in the morning talking to y'all, because if he was here, if he was here, y'all would get 25 minutes. Yes, he knows he's on the twin flame journey. That was his doing. I talked about it enough, and just, not telling him that. You're welcome, Madam T. But he started researching, like the readers, you hear them say your masculine is watching tarot, or they have called somebody, you know what I mean? They called a reader or scheduled a reader, that kind of thing. He started researching it on his own, and so now he'll put me in check with right, going fishing on the door, right? So yeah. What's 25 minutes, Chidi? It did not scare him. He thought it was, it didn't scare him. He claims he always knew. And so, my DM is a little arrogant and cocky. Yeah, that exactly. DM, some of these DMs, I say this in some of my Love and Light sessions, your masculine is awakened, and he's just pretending like he's not awake just to get you where you need to be. Because some of you don't think that you are actually the runner. You're like, I'm not the runner, because you, in the 3D, you find that you're just, you think you're always looking for him, chasing after him, but really he's letting you chase him just so you can catch him. That's what James, you chasing him, so, and he's letting you do that so you can catch him. But yeah, that a lot of these masculines, many of these masculines are already awakened, and they're just playing along. They're playing along. And I noticed that the more I awaken, the more my masculine would drop little hints. And then, but now we're at a place, like I said, that's why unions are so close. Now we're just, we're talking openly now, like about synchronicities and stuff. Whereas before we didn't do stuff like that. But now it's like, hey, I saw 222. Oh, really? Oh, I saw that kind of thing. So it's kind of cool. It gets better. Trust me, those of you, depending on what your timeline is, it does get better. The ghosting, the not telling you how they really feel and acting like they don't care, or you think they're having a blast with the karmic and all, you just name it. You name it. It actually gets better. Just keep going. And like I said, if you need to get in your neutral corners and take a little tap out, have a little drink of water or whatever, do that, and then just come back when you're stronger. It's okay. but it gets better. They start to, your masculine will start to communicate. Your masculine will start to share his heart. A lot of them deal with that inner childhood wound, those wounds, and because you got to imagine they've been dealing with women that have been very deceptive with them. They have been very they've been hurt. They have given their hearts, and somebody stomped on it or mishandled them. That's what happened. And so when they see you, you're like their dream. So if you're like almost, you're like a goddess, you're almost unreal. And then they have to understand what did they ever do to get somebody like you? It's pretty amazing. What did they ever do to have somebody like you, and to keep somebody like you? So imagine having that kind of feeling with a woman that says something like, if you keep taking this long, I'm just going to find me somebody else. Or if you get, da da da, you're always talking about your options or what you're going to do next. You know what I mean? And so that's what makes that whole, thing with they'll leave you, or they'll cut it off. They rather cut it off than to bleed. You know what I mean? They'd rather cut it off than to bleed or hurt or cry again, because like I said, they've already given their heart, some of them several times, to women that were cunning and deceptive and manipulative and used them and maybe betrayed them with their friends or their family and did the most vile things. And so when they see you coming along with all this gushy love and all this forgiveness and all this acceptance, they're like, yeah, yeah. She's running game. There's something up with her. And so it takes a minute for you to let their walls down. But trust me, the walls do come down, because the more you glow up, the more loving you are, the more you are trying to heal yourself. Spirit will step in and take that masculine and massage that masculine and move that masculine and provoke that masculine. And that's why you don't have to worry about if it's a third person or third party. They're in another relationship. Spirit is working that out, and even for the highest good of that person, because remember, that person that they're with, that your DM is with, they also have a twin. They have a love life. They have a life to live of happiness. Even if they're vile, if they've done evil, that's okay. They'll get their karma, but you don't want to send love and light, so they'll find their person. You always release them and hope they find their person too, as long as they just let yours go. You know what I mean? But I'm saying Spirit's working all that out, all these moving parts. That's why you don't get bogged down thinking you're forgotten or it's never going to happen. That's why you never lose hope, because there's things happening behind the scenes. Because listen to us right now. We're sitting here, some of us on the East Coast, like I said, in America, it's like, three in the morning for me. It's 3:05 in the morning for me, right? And I'm just sitting here talking about my masculine. Can you imagine the energy I'm creating with this love I'm sending? Because y'all's hearts are filling with love. Can you imagine that? What you're sending out in the atmosphere and, on the globe and in the energetic field. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. 12, right. So it's just midnight for you, right? Madam T. But you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing. We're not sitting here bashing people and talking about black magic and somebody got a spell and a hex and this and that. We're talking about the spirit and freedom and fertility and folks, look, boats, true love. We're talking about true love. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. We're lifting the vibration. We are causing things to happen. Some folks are awakening right now. They're watching, and this first thing in the morning for them. So imagine you start your day. Look, 7 p.m. in New Zealand. 7 p.m. Some people are eating dinner right now, listening to this, or they will be listening to this, and they'll be like, yeah. And they'll get a clue, and then they'll see that we're all connected. Lift the vibration. Lift the vibration. That's right, Madam T. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Now, don't give me no more songs. You got me going. Now, who's at 8 a.m. in the UK? See what I'm saying? Then as Lolita is starting her day talking about love and light. Can you imagine that vibration lifting? So that's what I'm saying. It's just, that's why you remember you're dealing with a divine counterpart. That person is still divine. Touch them in the spirit when you can't touch them in the natural. Touch that spirit when you can't touch them, when you can't hold them. When you can't hold them in your arms, hold them in your heart. You know what I mean? And I know I get tired of being by myself. I know. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired on my own. I get it. I know. But at the same time, life is in the spirit. It happens in the unseen before it happens in the seen. You already married in the 5D. It's all you waiting for is you're bringing it in. And the more you hold that vibration, the more you bring it in. Love yourself and you love them. Treat yourself nice, you're treating them nice. You're twins. All right. I'm yawning, you guys. If I ain't look so crazy, I'll let y'all see my face. I'm gonna just let you see my eye, my third eye. No matter how I felt doubtful, certain, I always do go to bed. Always go to bed telling your DM you love them. Always send them love and light. Always. Tell everybody you love them. Just be loving. You know what I mean? Just be loving. Everybody right now, send love and light to your DM. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Send love and light to your DM right now. Send it, send it, send it, send it. Love you, boo. Love you, baby. Love you, baby. I know my masculine is awake right now because he don't ever sleep. He probably on here watching. If you watching, go to bed. I know I'm a little late tonight. I love you. Jimmy, is that for me? You love me? I feel like y'all loving me right now. Okay. Oh, thank you, Madam T. Y'all sending love and light to me. I love y'all, man. I'm telling y'all get me through, right? I'm gonna act brand new when I get married, though. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Agent 007, I'm glad you found me. Love you, Jackie. I love you guys. Thank you. Y'all, we've been on here for a long time. Oh, that's 2 hours. We've been on here 2 hours, you guys. Who called it masculine applehead? Yeah, you're all invited to my wedding. Yeah, I'll have to stream it. I will. It's gonna be crazy. Mother twins. And y'all invite me to y'all weddings. You know I'm gonna officiate. I told y'all I'm ordained pastor. I'm gonna marry all y'all. Every twin flame couple. I'm gonna marry y'all. Okay? I'm gonna do that for you. It won't be free though. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, it'll be fun. It'll be so much fun. You guys will be great. Because we know each other. You know what I mean? Who else would you rather have? And I promise I won't talk a lot. I'll let you do your vows and everything. Hey, Melbourne. 5 p.m. Lord, my goodness. Hello. Have a family album. I love it. Yep. All right, y'all. Hey, unless the church take my license. No, I'm just kidding. Once an ordained pastor, always an ordained pastor. They were like, that marriage is illegal. She reads tarot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, you guys. Listen. Oh, that's a good idea, Barbara. That's nice of you. I am marrying you guys for real. I'm serious. Y'all laughing? I'm cracking up. That's right. Let's keep pushing to the finish line. I got you guys and y'all got me. Know that I'm praying for you. I'm telling you, for the tribe, I'm sending so much love and light. I'm like, oh, and I'm just saying every union spirit, just bring it. Just bring it. Bless their socks off. Bless their socks off. Oh, you want me to? Yeah, I'll ordain y'all too. We should have our own church. That would be good. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna ordain all y'all too. Well, not just because I gotta see what you're working with first. I gotta see it now. I'm just oh, thank you, Madam T. All right, you guys. Church of the Flame. Madam T, go to bed. Go to bed. The Flaming Church. That'll get a lot of interesting people coming in. We're going to call it the Flaming Church. Oh, God. That would be funny. Church of the Flames. Okay, guys. Y'all got to laugh. Y'all got some enlightenment. This video is probably gonna take 5 hours. Let me stop. No. It's gonna upload immediately. Birthday o'clock. sweet. Y'all are so sweet. Hey, Ginger. At the flaming church. Y'all are so silly. The flaming church. I know. Yeah, I know. I can't. I like to feel the cards in my hands. All right, you guys. Hey, Africa's here. Y'all, we about to get off. I'm sorry, you guys. We got to do this more often. You know what? I got to come up with a schedule. I know I just pop up. Y'all, I'm like the police. I just roll up on the curb and do whatever I want to do, right? You just never know. Somebody just saw a skunk. What? But anyway, it's okay. Start it from the beginning. Oh, you got on with your boo. So what, Erica? No, I'm just kidding. No, that's cool. Yeah, Madam T, right? A Gemini with a schedule exactly. Because when those twins ready to talk, I don't know, but it probably would make, it'd probably be good to have a little schedule, figure it out. I don't know, something. But anyway, but we have to do this. We have to call like family time or family dinner or something like that. Oh no, we can't do that because everybody's on different time zones. But maybe we'll just call it family time or something. I don't know, something like that. Erica's giving us some hope. That's right. She just got somebody. Do me a favor. Somebody call my DM. No, I'm kidding. Y'all would really do that too. I know he's awake. He's on here, babe. I know you on here. Yeah, dessert, right? Ooh, the round table. Erica, she all wise and in love. Okay, but you got to send us an email to let us know. Yeah, yeah. I do need to do it, but do a mailing list. I have a mailing list for something else. I need to get a mailing list together. All right, you guys. Now for real, y'all go to bed. The flaming table. I like it. The table of the flame, the flaming table. That's got so many connotations. Oh my gosh. The flaming table. That is funny. That is funny. I'm like, where the table at? Hey. Mama's did right. The father of twins. That's right. Team don't sleep. We don't sleep. We no wonder. No wonder y'all unions not coming in. Y'all are awake, and so so you're not getting any downloads. No, you don't call him dad. Yo, he probably say, yeah, tell them all to call me daddy. I'm gonna tell them that tomorrow. I'll say they want to know if they can call you dad, and he gonna say, tell them all to call me daddy. And then he's gonna trigger me, and I'm gonna end it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a reading about it. Okay, this is gonna happen. Okay. What you mean you want everybody to call you daddy? See, that's your problem. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. We are past that phase. She's talking about Big Papa. He love it. You guys, the family is cutting up. I can feel, y'all feel so warm. I feel so many people like, this is so awesome. Yep, social media is amazing. It really is. I'm done too. Melba say, yep, that's why we're getting the downloads, because we awake. He's calling me back. Girl. Oh, a 7-hour time there. Ooh, girl, bless your heart, Erica. Bless your heart. 7-hour time difference. Oh my. Ooh, 111 in the room again. Okay, y'all. When I was 113. We gotta go. I know, I saw that too, Lady Empress, and then it changed. It's so funny. Every time I try to get the synchronicity, it'll move. It's funny. All right, y'all. I love you guys. Night, night. Oh, you good? No, I'm going to bed. I'm sleepy now. 3:16. Oh my gosh. He gonna call me in 3 hours. Good night. You welcome. Oh, you gotta get up for work. Oh my goodness, Kim. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Erica, good luck with your DM talk. She said, I want him in bed. Yes, babies. Bye. Good night. All right. Boop.